Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today, of course, we're going to start with my bag of words and see what I'm inspired to share. Oh, wait, before I begin, I do want to share something that I recorded, a self-forgiveness workshop that is now for sale on my website, Bfreenowllc.com. So that's www, the letter B, free now, without, not with, Bfreenowllc.com. All right. Thank you. I am so excited about having recorded that workshop. For those that were not able to make it in person, can still get the benefit of the workshop. It is one that will, I believe, truly have an impact on you. And so if you're feeling up for the experience, visit my website and check it out. Thank you so much. All right, so now with my bag of words, let's see what I'm inspired to share. All right, so two words came out literally. Dream. And relentless. Love that. Right off the back, I'm thinking, yeah, dream relentlessly. Don't stop dreaming. Okay, and harmony. All right, so that's beautiful. So dream relentlessly. So we all have a dream, even if we don't know what it is. You know, it makes me think of when I was a kid. I never really knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I would say I still don't know, but I do. But for a long time anyway, I didn't. And I wouldn't even say I had a dream, you know. I was just kind of like just functioning, you know, went to school because I had to and so forth. And as I got older, then yes, you know, I look forward to things, or I was aspiring for things, wanting to create things and so forth. And even though I didn't know what I wanted to do, I definitely had this dream of being able to do something where I can, yes, earn money, but also where I can help. And it took me a while to kind of like navigate through things and figure things out, but eventually, you know, things became clearer, at least, you know, for me, as, you know, one step led to another and so forth. So any chapter, you know, any phase that we're at, you know, they all serve their purpose. You know, sometimes we can feel like, oh, I don't really know what I want to do. And we kind of get caught up in that, like that's a bad thing. And it's really not. It's just really saying something to us. And really what I learned from that was that I needed to get more acquainted with myself. You know, it's like, how could I not know what I want to do when it is me? You know, like it has to do with me. So therefore, I do know. I just wasn't tapping into it. In other words, I wasn't allowing myself to have, to connect with it. I was going to say have a dream, but it's like really to connect even with a dream. So yes, in essence, to have a dream, to connect with my dream and so forth. But we do have a dream inside of us. There are things that we like, don't like, we prefer. And when I say I like, don't like, not so much like we're so rigid with it. It's really more of a preference. You know, like even though I might have not known what I wanted to do, I always knew that I liked helping people and I wanted to work with people. So even just knowing that, right, that gave me a window into something. But as I started to, give more attention to what is it that I do like and what aspects about working with people I liked and so forth, I started to see the picture, you know, more and more. So we don't necessarily have to know everything. We just have to get curious, right? And be willing to ask ourselves certain questions as we go along the way. And, you know, then I hear, right, dream big. And this whole idea of dreaming big, it's great. But we don't necessarily, you know, dream big right off the back. You know, we have to kind of work through some stuff, clear out some clutter from our psyche in order to be able to even dare to dream big. So I share that to say, be patient with yourself and allow yourself the space to figure things out. And if you don't know what it is that you're dreaming about, what you want to do, that's okay. It just means, right, there's some clutter in the psyche that needs to be cleared up, and there's getting to know yourself, right, that needs to happen as well. And all of these phases and stages in our lives are useful because they give us information. They give us not only information and awareness, but we gain wisdom along the way and so forth. So they all serve their purpose. And we want to allow all aspects, right, to have their space, their time, and to give ourselves the opportunity to grow from that as well. And the next word it was, right, relentless. And we want to be relentless with that process. In other words, not giving up. It's like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, and just let that be. Well, maybe we can let it be for that moment if that's all we can do and that's the best we have for that day. That's okay. It's not like, I was thinking about this every single day, but I recognized that there was this calling, there was this need, and I just gravitated towards, what I can give in that moment. So I gravitated towards trying to figure that out, and whatever I can give in that moment, then that's what I did. And when I felt really stuck, I went to the library, to the self-help section, and I took out books and I read that. Now there are plenty on YouTube that you can listen to as well. So no right or wrong. The point is, right, that we are relentless with it, that we're relentless with listening to that call within us, that need, that desire, that dream, and we pursue it in some way, shape, or form, right? At least to pursue understanding it and how it's showing up for us in that moment in time. Because when we do that, then, right, we create this harmony within, and that harmony within then starts to materialize itself as harmony without. In other words, we start to create more unification, right? Like now things are clearer and we're able to put the pieces together and take the steps that we feel we need to take in order to get, right, to where we want to go. So yes, we want to create that harmony within. So I'm going to end with that, but I am tempted to pull the top card of my deck. So I am going to feed into my temptation, which is this deck right here, the Untethered Soul. And the card on the top is, there is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. I love this because that is so true. We tend to think that we are that voice within, right? It's like if we have this inner critic that says we're not good in some way or not good enough, then we start to believe it, and we want to challenge that, which, oh my goodness. All right. So now that brings me to my self-forgiveness workshop, because I do address that in my self-forgiveness workshop. So that's interesting. We are not the voice in our mind, right? And we are not all that we perceive ourselves to be. We are more. We are multifaceted and we are multidimensional, and we want to recognize, right, a more expanded view of ourselves. And we want to understand that we are the ones that hear that, right? That we are hearing it. We're not that voice in our mind. Really, if we're going to be anything at all, then we would be that small, still voice within us, right? That would describe us more, right? It's that inner calling that's what we can really identify ourselves with, right? Like that dream that we have within. Yeah, we could identify more with that because that's really more authentically who we are. And we all have different dreams, and some of us have similar dreams, but that's okay, right? There's enough for everybody. In other words, there are a lot of people who are gonna, feel called to similar things that I'm called to, and then they're gonna be called to things that I'm not necessarily called to, but that's okay. There really is no right or wrong. We all have, right, our own inner desires that are calling us, to show up, but we want to shift and remove ourselves from thinking that, the inner critic is our real essence, when no, it is our shadow aspect, not our real essence. And yeah, we are more than that. We are an expression of something bigger and greater. And from my perspective, that is something that is divine. So we want to, yes, contemplate that as a possibility. So now I will end with that, and I hope you have a beautiful day. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when further videos are uploaded. And if you do feel called to check out my self-forgiveness workshop, like I said, you can check that out at my website. And yeah, have a beautiful day. I'll end with that. Bye for now.